Today, you're about to discover the hidden principles that can unlock financial abundance through faith, divine guidance, and a mindset most people never even consider. Most people live paycheck to paycheck, feeling trapped, frustrated, and hopeless. According to recent statistics, nearly 60% of Americans struggle with debt, and millions feel the constant weight of financial uncertainty. But here's the truth that most financial advice never tells you. True wealth doesn't start in the stock market or through hustle alone. It begins with something invisible, something powerful, something spiritual. Faith is not just a word, it's an engine that can drive you from scarcity to abundance. And the first step is believing that God wants you to prosper, not just spiritually, but financially as well. Money doesn't just appear from luck. It stems from alignment of your mindset, actions, and faith. When you truly believe that God can provide, doors you never imagined begin to open. Opportunities appear, connections are made, ideas flourish. Here's the secret: most people pray for money, but they don't align their thoughts, words, and actions with their prayers. Faith isn't passive, it's active. And the more you practice believing and speaking abundance, the faster you move toward financial freedom. Stop focusing on scarcity. Stop counting what you don't have. Instead, focus on the possibilities. The mind is the battlefield of wealth. Your words and thoughts create patterns that either attract abundance or reinforce lack. Imagine saying, "I am guided, I am prosperous, I am receiving God's blessings." Now imagine living that reality every single day. The universe responds, not with chance, but with consistency. Every financial breakthrough starts with this shift. And here's where it gets exciting. Tomorrow, you'll discover 10 principles that can transform your financial life completely. Principles that ordinary people use to go from debt to freedom, from struggle to abundance, all through faith, focus, and action. One of these principles is so simple, yet most people overlook it, costing them thousands of dollars every year. Are you ready to see which principle that is? Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly, while others struggle their entire lives? The difference is not always education, skill, or talent. There's an invisible barrier that blocks most people from experiencing financial freedom. Fear of failure, fear of taking risks, fear of stepping into the unknown. Faith is the antidote. When you trust that God has a plan for your financial life, fear loses its grip. Opportunities that once seemed impossible begin to appear. The first step toward financial breakthrough is a shift in mindset, from doubt to expectation. Your words are more powerful than you think. Every statement about money, debt, or opportunity creates a ripple effect in your life. Speaking of scarcity, limitation, or lack reinforces it. Speaking about abundance, prosperity, and God's blessings attracts opportunities. Simple statements like, "I am guided, I am prosperous, I am receiving God's blessings," can create profound change when repeated consistently. Faith paired with words becomes a magnet, drawing opportunities that align with your financial goals. Faith is not passive belief, it is active. Even small, consistent actions guided by faith can multiply into extraordinary results. Starting a side hustle, saving a little more each week, giving generously, each of these steps can trigger blessings that grow exponentially. The key is persistence and alignment with God's guidance. Those who take deliberate faith-based steps, no matter how small, often see rapid financial progress. Debt is one of the most common chains keeping people from financial freedom. Credit cards, loans, and mortgages can feel suffocating. But debt is not permanent. With clarity, a plan, and faith, financial chains can be broken. Know exactly what you owe, take action to reduce it, and trust God's provision. Those who combine disciplined action with faith often witness unexpected solutions, new opportunities, and rapid debt reduction. Freedom is available, but it begins with belief and consistent steps. Scarcity thinking is one of the largest obstacles to financial growth. Focusing on what you lack attracts more lack. The first rule of abundance is to focus on possibilities, not limitations. Daily habits of gratitude, declaration, and visualization train your mind to recognize opportunities instead of obstacles. Every small act of belief creates a momentum that compounds into measurable results. Daily faith practices for financial growth. Morning declarations. Begin each day by affirming your financial goals. Speak of abundance, opportunity, and guidance from God. Gratitude journal. Write at least 3 financial blessings or opportunities you are thankful for each day. Gratitude shifts the mind from lack to recognition of abundance. Action step. Identify one practical step toward financial growth each day. It could be researching investment options, saving a small amount, or reaching out to a potential client or partner. Evening reflection. Review your day. Celebrate even the smallest wins and acknowledge God's guidance throughout the process. Consistency with these small practices rewires the mind, aligns actions with faith, and opens doors to financial breakthroughs. Consider the person struggling under the weight of bills, juggling multiple part-time jobs, and seeing no end in sight. One day, they begin applying these simple principles, speaking abundance, tracking opportunities, and taking small but deliberate steps. Within months, they find new income streams, reduce debt, and see financial stability appear. Ordinary choices guided by faith can create extraordinary results. Another example involves someone who believed in the power of giving, even when finances were tight. By consistently helping others and trusting God to provide, they experienced unexpected returns, new clients, investment opportunities, and financial partnerships, turning scarcity into abundance. The lesson is clear: faith and action together produce results. It is not about luck, magic, or chance. It is about aligning belief, word, and action. You've learned the power of faith, words, mindset, and action. But which principles produce the fastest, most consistent financial breakthroughs? There are 10 specific strategies, each proven to move ordinary people from debt to abundance, from struggle to financial confidence. One of these strategies is so simple, yet most people overlook it, costing them thousands each year. Tomorrow, these 10 principles will be revealed, showing the path to financial freedom. Those who apply them faithfully see life-changing results, sometimes within weeks. The question is, will you take the steps to unlock your financial breakthrough? Most people never reach financial freedom because of invisible mental barriers. Thoughts like, "I'll never get out of debt," or "money is only for other people," are self-fulfilling prophecies. Faith begins by confronting and rewriting these beliefs. Start by identifying what you truly believe about money. Write it down. Then ask yourself, is this belief helping me grow or holding me back? Every time you catch a limiting thought, replace it with a faith-driven affirmation. God's provision is real. I am guided toward abundance. I am capable of a financial breakthrough. This simple practice, repeating it daily, gradually rewires your brain. Over time. You'll naturally notice opportunities that were always around you but invisible before. Financial breakthroughs rarely happen overnight. Faith is amplified when combined with consistency. Small, even something as simple as saving $5 a day, studying financial strategies, or writing daily affirmations can compound into life-changing results. Consistency also strengthens trust. Each step, however small, demonstrates your commitment to God's plan. The more consistent you are, the more confidence you gain. Soon, fear and doubt begin to fade, replaced by clarity and proactive decision-making. Generosity is often misunderstood in financial teachings. Many people believe they must accumulate wealth before giving, but faith-driven giving works differently. When you give time, money, or effort, you align yourself with a universal law. The more you sow, the more you reap. One person living paycheck to paycheck began donating a small portion of their income consistently. Within months, unexpected income streams emerged. A side project turned profitable, an old skill brought new clients, and new opportunities appeared at precisely the right moment. Faith-driven giving unlocks resources that would otherwise remain hidden. Every challenge is a doorway in disguise. Being in debt, struggling with bills, or facing unexpected expenses can feel overwhelming, but these moments are also fertile ground for breakthroughs. Faith allows you to see beyond the immediate problem and recognize solutions others miss. A struggling entrepreneur facing near bankruptcy prayed and sought guidance. Instead of panicking, they looked for ways to pivot their business. Within weeks, a new strategy emerged that doubled their income and paid off debts faster than expected. Faith does not remove challenges, but it reveals the hidden paths through them. Daily financial habits that multiply results. Morning reflection. Take 5 minutes each morning to visualize your ideal financial situation. See it clearly, not just as a dream, but as a reality aligned with God's guidance. Tracking progress. Keep a detailed record of income, expenses, and growth opportunities. Faith paired with awareness accelerates results. Regular giving, even a small, consistent contribution, can open doors. Giving is not charity, it is a declaration of faith in abundance. Learning and adaptation. Dedicate time to studying financial strategies or business growth techniques. Knowledge strengthens faith when applied strategically. Nightly gratitude before sleep. Reflect on every financial step forward, however small. Gratitude reinforces abundance thinking. These habits, repeated daily, compound into long-term financial growth and stability. You've learned about mindset, consistency, giving, and recognizing opportunities, but there is one principle, simple, yet ignored by most, that can accelerate financial breakthroughs like nothing else. It is so powerful that when applied faithfully, ordinary people often see results within 30 days. Tomorrow, in Part 2, this principle will be revealed along with 9 others, forming a complete blueprint for financial freedom. The people who follow these steps don't just survive, they thrive. And the truth is, anyone can start today, no matter their current financial situation. Faith without action is incomplete. Begin with small, deliberate steps every day. Speak abundance, visualize success, take calculated financial actions, and give generously. Each day you follow this path, you are laying a foundation for lasting wealth. Even minor actions, like setting aside a portion of income, seeking guidance for investments, or connecting with a mentor, compound over time. The journey from struggle to abundance is not a single leap, but a series of faith-driven steps. Reinforcing the mindset of abundance, avoid negative triggers, reduce exposure to conversations or media that reinforce scarcity or fear. Celebrate progress, every payment, every new client, every small win deserves recognition. Gratitude fuels momentum. Declare possibilities daily. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," say, "God is providing resources and opportunities for me." Visualize opportunities, see the financial possibilities before they appear, training your mind to recognize them when they arrive. The foundation is now set. Faith, mindset, action, giving, and recognition of opportunities. You've started rewiring your mind for abundance. But the next stage, revealing the 10 principles that can transform financial lives, is where the true breakthrough begins. These principles are practical, actionable, and proven by countless people who went from scarcity to financial independence. One principle in particular is often overlooked but has the power to multiply wealth faster than almost anything else. In part 2, you will see all 10 strategies and learn how to apply them immediately. The journey from financial struggle to abundance begins with belief, consistent action, and faith in God's guidance. Those who embrace these principles today are already on the path to financial freedom. You've learned the foundation: faith, mindset, action, giving, and recognizing opportunities. Now comes the heart of transformation: 10 principles that can change the trajectory of your financial life. These are not theoretical ideas, they are strategies that ordinary people, using faith and consistent action, have used to move from debt to wealth, from struggle to abundance. Some principles are simple yet often ignored, costing people thousands each year. Others are powerful accelerators for growth, multiplying small efforts into life-changing results. Principle 1: faith before finances. The first principle is simple: belief comes before results. Many people pray or hope for financial improvement, but their faith is inconsistent. True faith means trusting God's provision before seeing tangible results. Start by declaring, "God's guidance is leading me to financial freedom. I trust in His provision." Pair this with action. Make a small step towards saving, earning, or investing. Faith opens doors that knowledge alone cannot. Mini story: a woman struggling with medical bills and rent began praying daily for guidance while researching freelance opportunities. Within weeks, she found a remote job that doubled her income. Faith came before the financial breakthrough, guiding her steps. Principle 2: speak prosperity, not lack. Words have power. Declaring scarcity reinforces it. Declaring abundance attracts it. Replace statements like, "I can't afford this," with "opportunities and resources are flowing to me." This principle transforms your mindset, allowing you to see solutions instead of problems. Your speech and thoughts create the reality you experience. Action step: write 3 positive statements about money every morning and repeat them throughout the day. Over time, your focus will shift from limitation to opportunity. Principle 3: sowing to reap abundance. Giving is not a loss, it's an investment. Faith-driven giving aligns you with a universal law: what you sow, you reap. Even small contributions, whether to a cause, a mentor, or a business opportunity, can produce exponential returns. People who consistently give in faith often see unexpected financial doors open, from new clients to lucrative partnerships. Mini story: a man living paycheck to paycheck began donating 5% of every freelance payment. Within months, a former acquaintance offered him a contract that tripled his income. Principle 4: focus on abundance, not scarcity. Scarcity thinking limits possibilities. Focus on abundance and watch opportunities multiply. Gratitude and positive visualization attract resources you might otherwise overlook. Action step: each morning, list 3 financial blessings, no matter how small. Reflect on how these blessings can grow and create new opportunities. Principle 5: seek divine guidance in decisions. Major financial decisions, investments, business opportunities, or career moves should be guided by prayer, reflection, and careful thought. Faith does not replace wisdom, it enhances it. Mini story: a young entrepreneur prayed before investing in a small business idea. Guided by intuition and reflection, they made a slight pivot that resulted in a profitable venture within months. Principle 6: gratitude multiplies wealth. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a practice that attracts abundance. Acknowledging even small blessings shifts your mind from scarcity to appreciation, which in turn opens doors for more blessings. Action step: every night, write 3 things you are grateful for regarding money or opportunities, and thank God for them. Over time, your life begins to reflect the abundance you acknowledge daily. Principle 7: persistence in faith. Financial breakthroughs rarely follow a straight path. Obstacles will arise, but persistence turns challenges into stepping stones. Keep consistent with faith-driven actions even when results seem slow. Mini storied a man faced repeated rejection when pitching his business idea. Instead of giving up, he followed faith, refined his pitch, and persisted. Eventually, he secured investors who helped him scale to 6 figures within a year. Principle 8. Align actions with belief. Faith alone is not enough. Your daily actions must align with your beliefs. Spending beyond means while declaring abundance undermines progress. Faith-driven action requires discipline, saving, budgeting, and investing wisely. Action step: review your financial habits. Align every decision with your long-term vision and faith-driven goals. Principle 9. Stewardship of resources. Before asking for more, manage what you already have effectively. Budget wisely, reduce waste, and prioritize growth-oriented expenses. Stewardship demonstrates responsibility and prepares you for greater abundance. Mini story: a woman inherited a small sum but mismanaged it initially. By applying disciplined stewardship, she turned it into a small investment portfolio that steadily grew, creating long-term financial security. Principle 10. Expect miracles. Faith includes the expectation of extraordinary outcomes. Sometimes financial breakthroughs come from places you cannot predict. Expect miracles, remain open to opportunities, and act when doors appear. Mini story: an individual in debt prayed for a solution and received a sudden job offer from an unexpected source, covering all debts and providing surplus income. Faith opens the door for possibilities beyond human calculation. You now know the 10 principles that can transform your financial life, but the true test is application. Will you consistently apply these principles step by step each day? Those who do see results that exceed expectations. We will explore real-life stories of transformation, detailed action plans, and step-by-step guidance for applying these principles in modern financial life. You will see how ordinary Americans used faith and strategy to move from struggle to abundance. You've learned the 10 principles that can transform your financial life: faith, words, giving, abundance, mindset, guidance, gratitude, persistence, aligned action, stewardship, and expecting miracles. But knowledge alone does not create change. Transformation happens when these principles are applied consistently, step by step. This is where ordinary people become extraordinary. People just like you have turned debt into wealth, fear into confidence, and scarcity into abundance. Step 1. Daily faith and financial alignment. Begin each day by aligning your mindset with your financial goals. Declare your intentions aloud. I am guided. I am prospering. I am receiving God's blessings. Pair these declarations with practical action. Review budgets, track income and expenses, and identify opportunities to grow your financial resources. Consistency matters. The smallest daily actions repeated faithfully compound into life-changing outcomes. Mini story: a young professional struggling with credit card debt started spending 15 minutes each morning planning her finances and speaking positive affirmations. Within months, she discovered a freelance opportunity that doubled her income, allowing her to pay off debt faster than she ever imagined. Step 2. Identify and act on opportunities. Faith opens the door, but you must walk through it. Look for ways to increase income or reduce expenses. Side hustles, investments, online business ventures, and skill development are all avenues for growth. The key is discernment. Evaluate opportunities carefully, seek guidance from God, and take calculated action. Those who act decisively on faith-aligned opportunities often see rapid financial progress. Mini story: a single parent working 2 jobs felt stuck financially. By prayerfully considering her skills, she started tutoring online in her spare time. Within a few months, she replaced one full-time job with tutoring alone, significantly improving her income and stability. Step 3. The power of consistent giving. Giving may seem counterintuitive when finances are tight, but it is one of the fastest ways to unlock abundance. Even small, consistent contributions, money, time, or effort, create momentum and attract returns. Faith-driven giving demonstrates trust in God's provision and prepares you to receive. People who embrace this principle often experience unexpected financial blessings, new business relationships, and growth opportunities. Mini story: an individual barely making ends meet committed to tithing a small portion of each paycheck. Months later, they received a consulting opportunity worth 5 times their usual income. Faith and giving aligned, producing exponential results. Step 4. Maintain an abundance mindset. Scarcity thinking limits potential. Each day, focus on abundance and possibilities rather than limitations. Gratitude, visualization, and positive affirmations reinforce the mindset that wealth is possible and accessible. Action exercise: each morning, write down 3 ways your financial situation can improve. Each evening, review progress and acknowledge small wins. Reflect on opportunities you noticed but did not act upon, planning to seize them tomorrow. Consistency and mindset training primes you to recognize opportunities that others overlook. Step 5. Stewardship and wise management. Before seeking new income, ensure that you manage what you already have effectively. Budget, track expenses, and prioritize growth-oriented spending. Faith does not excuse poor management, it amplifies responsibility. Mini story: a family received a sudden bonus at work but almost spent it all impulsively. They instead applied stewardship principles, paid off debts, invested in education, and saved systematically. This decision created long-term financial stability and opened doors for future growth. Step 6: persistence. Through challenges, obstacles will appear: unexpected bills, market changes, personal setbacks. Faith is tested in these moments. Persistence is what separates those who reach financial freedom from those who remain stuck. Mini story: a small business owner faced repeated rejections from investors. By maintaining faith, refining strategies, and persisting daily, they eventually secured funding and expanded their business, achieving financial independence. Step 7: miracles and extraordinary outcomes. Faith includes expecting outcomes beyond ordinary calculation. Opportunities, solutions, and blessings often appear unexpectedly. Being open to miracles allows you to act when doors appear. Mini story: an individual in deep debt prayed for guidance and remained persistent in applying principles. Unexpectedly, an old contact got a business opportunity that eliminated their debt entirely and provided a new income stream. Step 8: real-life transformation stories. Story 50: a young couple drowning in student loans started daily faith exercises, budget tracking, and small side hustles. Within a year, they paid off over $50,000 in debt and started an investment account, building long-term wealth. Story 20: a freelancer struggling with inconsistent income began giving in faith, speaking affirmations, and seeking opportunities aligned with skills. Within months, their business doubled, clients referred new clients, and financial stability replaced uncertainty. Story 30: a mid-level employee applied consistent stewardship and faith-driven action, investing in personal development courses. Opportunities opened that led to promotions, side projects, and eventually a six-figure income stream. Step 9: applying principles in modern life. Faith alignment. Start every week by reviewing financial goals and praying for guidance. Daily action. Identify one small step that moves you closer to financial freedom. Gratitude practice. Recognize even minor financial improvements and give thanks. Giving and service. Find ways to contribute, even modestly, to others. Persistence. Treat setbacks as stepping stones, not barriers. Applying these systematically turns theory into measurable financial results.